for Chevrolet Camaro. Erica, thank you for coming on up here. Erica, you've had 2 career victories and 2 runner-up finishes here at Bristol Dragway. What about this track sets it apart from others on the circuit for you?
Well, personally, and I'm not just saying this because we're here, this is my absolute favorite track on the tour. I love the fans here, I love the facility, I love how the personnel and staff here treats the racers, so it's just a special place for me. When I got back into a competitive car in 2011 for the first time, we runner-up finished here in the final to Mike Edwards. Our car broke, unfortunately, but that was probably, if I had to name, one of the most gut-wrenching losses of my career, because I felt like we were going to win that race, but we were able to come back here in 14 and in 15 and win both of those events for my dad on Father's Day, so that's always a special deal, but love racing at Thunder Valley.
This weekend, you're not only running a pro stock, but you've got your pro mod car here as well. Talk about the differences you see in the 2 classes and the similarities that you've noticed as well.
Okay, well, for the average fan, if you set my pro stock car and my pro mod car next to each other, they look exactly the same. They're both, red Chevy Camaros. The difference is my pro mod car is a 522 cubic inch twin turbo powered car with about 3,500 horsepower, and my pro stock car is 500 cubic inches with about 1,400 horsepower. So I'm dealing with 2,000 more horsepower on the Pro Mod side, but Pro Stock is a clutch car, you have to shift. Pro Mod is an automatic car, you lead with a trans brake, so the procedures in the cockpits are extremely different from one another, but it's a lot of fun. It's a handful to drive the Pro Mod car, and Elite Motorsports, Richard Freeman, who I drive for, we're also sponsoring the Pro Mod race here this weekend. My teammate Alex Laughlin and his sponsor Fitzgerald are sponsoring the regular national events, so we're excited to have a big role out here at Thunder Valley and hopefully put a couple cars in the winner's circle.
Awesome. We'll open up to questions for the media at this time. Stan Creekmore.
Yeah. Talk about the difference in the preparation of running a Pro Mod and then running a Pro Stock.
So I use the term Neuro program. It's a total different mindset to go from one car to another, and unfortunately Pro Mod runs directly in front of Pro Stock, so I have to wear a 20-layer fire suit in Pro Mod and come back quickly, change it to my 15 to get in the Pro Stock car. So it's definitely different, but the mindset going in, like I do a lot of visualizing. I give a lot of credit to that for what we've been able to accomplish, but just sitting in the car and going through run after run, the procedures, like I mentioned a second ago, are extremely different from one car to the other. So it's very important to it's very important to know which car you're in and what procedure that you have to do in Pro Stock. We both are very, very crucial to perform as perfectly as possible, but Pro Stock being much different, that we have a rev limiter now and you have to shift. Our rev limiter is 10,500 RPM, so it's very crucial to hit your shift points. That's the biggest change for us, where we didn't have a rev limiter before. It wasn't that big of a deal if you missed a shift by 100 RPM or whatnot. Now it's extremely crucial. So just total different procedures.
Okay.
It just seems like Pro Stock's really more wide open than it's been in several years, with so many different organizations winning right now.
Yeah, I think we're 11 races in with 9 different winners, so it's definitely, the rule changes have done exactly what NHRA set out for them to do, and to make the class even more competitive than it was, which in my opinion was the most competitive class before. And now with EFI and the rev limiter, it makes it very interesting on Sunday. There are 10 or 11 cars every weekend that are capable of winning, and the different drivers in the winner's circle each week that we travel to a different race, goes on to prove that. So it's definitely interesting. It's going to be a dogfight all year.
Speaking of dogfight, you have found your groove this year. You have gone to 4 final rounds within the first 10 races. Talk about the changes that you've made within the team, not only this year, but beginning last year.
So last year we obviously went back to driving a Chevrolet, which is what we won both of our world championships in. So we're able to get back involved with our Chevy program, get more data for that, that's the biggest change. But this year, we had a new tire implemented at the middle of the season last year. We could not get our chassis to work well with that tire. We were the only 2 cars, myself and Jed Coughlin, that were struggling with that. And Rick Jones, who is my crew chief, Ricky Jones, his son is Jed Coughlin's crew chief. They also build our chassis. So it was kind of a very hard change to make because we are absolutely loyal to a fault, but they were the ones that said, you know, we need to make a change, get these cars in the winner's circle. So we're actually running Jerry Hall's cars right now. Rick is building Jag and I 2 new cars that are going to work with this new tire, but that change was made after the Vegas race. We debuted the Haas cars in Houston. Jag qualified number 2. We went to the finals from the number 13 position, I think, and you know, since then have visited the finals 4 times with 1 win at the 4 Wides in Charlotte. Jag Coughlin getting his win at the Jags Nationals at Route 66 Raceway a couple weeks ago. So it's been an exciting and really stressful change of events for us, but we're definitely headed in the right direction, I feel. And I say it all the time, but people are the most important part of this puzzle, and I'm so glad to have such a great group of men behind me. And the change that was made, that was initiated by the Jones family, I think speaks volumes of their character and shows the importance of what a team is all about.
Any other questions? Yes.
There are so many successful females in NHRA. Why does it work in NHRA when it doesn't seem to be working in other motorsports?
I don't really know the answer to that. I think it's all based on opportunity. You know, NHRA provides a great platform for you to take the steps to the next level. You know, personally, I started in junior drag racing along with my sister Courtney, and we raced those cars for 9 years. Then I raced in the Lucas Oil Series, the Super Conference, Super Gas, licensed in alcohol, funny car, and then moved to the professional ranks after that. So the platform to climb the ladder is there, and NHRA provides that. You know, there are a lot of different series and the roundy round races, and I'm not exactly sure how all of that works, but I think to be really good at something, you have to start at the bottom and work your way to the top, and that's something that I'm proud to speak of about NHRA is the platform that's provided. So I'm a perfect example of a little kid with a big dream that through hard work and the right people, you can get to where you want to go. But the hardcore group of women that are successful in NHRA is pretty awesome, and I'm proud to be part of it.
Yeah, to expand on that one question, was there any moment in your move from level to level where someone from an oval track or an oval team said, hey, we'd like to try you out?
No, I mean, I went and got my SCCA license, and, you know, obviously we're teammates with other people on the other side, but I've never had an interest, to be honest with you. Had I might have pursued it, but no.
Okay. And what was that division I'm supposed to ask about?
Factory Superstar. Factory Superstar. You gonna run into that more this year?
Well, you're only allowed to run in 2 classes, so I kind of had to pick. Pro Stock is always one of them. I know I wish that they would let me run in 10 because I would, but the factory shootout class is awesome. You know, we drove a Copo Camaro, and actually part owner of Patterson Elite, which is our sportsman engine building division, and we provide the horsepower for those cars as well. So kind of dabbled in it last couple of years, switched over from that to Pro Mod, so we'll be running Pro Stock and Pro Mod this year. That's not to say that we won't revisit that, and we actually have 2 cars for that being built right now too, so we'll see where it goes. I don't know. If you walk over in our pit, it's a cluster, so who knows what's going to happen. I couldn't tell you. All I ask is that I get to drive something. Well, thank you, Erica, for stopping by.
Thank you.
And best of luck this weekend.
Photo.